Soundwave reporting, Lord Megatron.
Yeah. I got Brother Rock on here. It's DJ Voltron. So Rock, you want to hit a couple bars? You want to go in
What
it?
you say?
You want to hit a couple bars? Or you just want to get into it?
Nah. Just gonna get into it, man.
Get into the information?
Yeah, let's just get into it.
This shit make me want to rap.
It do make you want. It do make you want to rap. That beat is tight.
So, further ado, here we are.
So what we getting into?
We have 3 topics today to talk about.
I'm here.
Talk about the fight. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. First and foremost, what is going on here?
We got Tyson coming out of retirement.
But
They got
come
Tyson.
On, man.
They got Tyson in his old age, still working.
Oh my God.
It's time for the king to chill out. Time for the king of the ring to chill out and fall back. He done put his work in. He already great.
Right. 58 years old.
58 years old.
24.
Yeah.
It's like beating up my
58.
son.
I know, he 58. Still move like he 25.
Right.
Tyson gonna hurt. Tyson gonna hurt that boy.
Yes.
You really think Tyson's gonna beat him?
Yeah, man. Jake Paul ain't got nothing for Tyson, man.
Right.
He just
I'll be like the first, like 2 seconds.
He trying to get a quick payday.
Right. They might make it look nice. He might play around.
They gotta make it look nice.
Cause you remember Mike Tyson fight. As soon as you go around and get the popcorn, the fight is over.
Oh.
What's this?
Well, I mean, Jake Paul, he needed for his resume to say that he fought Tyson. That make his resume look extra good.
Right.
You know so Tyson really the bag here. Fighting Tyson is gonna bring his status up,
elevate,
get some money in his pocket, even if he do get knocked out.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible. So moving, into another subject. We was talking about hip hop for a couple weeks now. You know, the evolution of hip hop. You was breaking down fundamentals. You had a lot of literature, brother. You was breaking a lot of things down.
I still got something for us, like on that tip. We just got to get into a whole segment where I can break everything down.
Right.
But I can still do some of that.
Yeah, we want to hear some. I know the crowd want to hear. What they missed last time. And if you missed it, go to YouTube, subscribe and like the channel. Definitely subscribe and like.
Give me a minute, cause I wanna bring up something.
So while he brings that up, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. I'm going to tell you about certain issues that I don't like about the hip hop industry.
Oh my God.
They destroying it with sexual motivations. Now labels is dropping out. They selling out, whatever. And it's just like the feeling's not there anymore. I feel like, being a part of hip hop culture, I feel disrespected. Now, I know a lot of people is young and they don't respect hip hop culture.
Wow.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm just trying to get this money shit. and I'm out. They don't care about nothing but getting money. And that's I don't want to sound like a bitter old man, but that's how the new era is now. It's just like respect where it came from, respect how you getting your money. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, definitely.
how's this happening? How's this happening, man? How did we let the new era, like call the shots, in this hip hop industry? How do we? It's sad. It's sad because it had feeling. Like I said, we was break dance. We was on a hardcore floor, street, sidewalk, break dance, doing windmills, head spins on cardboard.
Wow.
Some people risk their life just to put their name on a train, as known as graffiti. They risked their life. They fell on the train tracks, getting chased by the police, other rival gangs. If you cross their name out, it was a passion. Now niggas is killing over dumb shit. I don't know what that's about, but I don't even say that's hip hop culture. I would say that's probably like gang
Right.
culture. That gang
That's
culture
deaf.
is into
That's
gangster hip
deaf
hop,
That's deaf culture.
deaf culture, right?
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know, I don't want to see like oh, I'm a goody two shoe or I don't listen to gangster rap or whatever, but I listen for like a story. You know what I'm saying? I don't put my heart, my mind, and life into it. I don't want to live that life. I just listen to the story, and if you got what I'm saying as far as culture, you got lyrical content, witty
Yeah,
wordplay, and a nice, strong beat. It's a feeling. Hip hop is a feeling, a great frequency. Now I know they turned it down. I see they chopped and screwed it. When they chopped and screwed it, I would call that like the devil frequency. I think Rock would call it on the lower plane. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
But it was like so much like it felt so negative. Even hearing the chop and screw, and then like the devil's voice, slowing down, and you know, you had to. I didn't understand. I didn't like it, but you had to get high, whether you was drinking alcohol, smoking weed, to really relate. And if you was drinking, which I did, you had to get to that certain type of level to connect with that type of music. Now nowadays they popping pills and I don't know, maybe even fentanyl. I don't know what they doing out here. You know, but now they can really relate to some of the dumb out music. That's why the music is 2 minutes. And for the young boys, it's like looking is like low attention span, probably just looking and saying, "Oh, he ain't really talking about nothing." It's over 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then you go about your day. But I want y'all to listen. Brother Rock got a lot of information.
Wait, let me bring this up. I'm trying to bring this up.
My passion for the hip hop as well. It's very, it's
This
very sad.
this what I wanted to talk about is real. It's real deep. I'm
Right.
trying to bring it up.
It's
I
sad.
had a whole layout. I had a whole layout of this thing.
I know you had
This
something
was
going on. I know you definitely had something going on. But yo, if anybody has in their heart, to revive hip hop the way it's supposed to be, let's start our own industry. Don't have to think too deep about it. Let's just become one. Let's unite, connect, and make some real good, feel good music, and let the whole world take it again. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, why don't we just connect with the whole world? You have people in London, Australia, Philippines, Thailand, Japan, all these different countries that love hip hop. More than us. I'm looking at it. Like they really got like lyrical wordplay, and some of these countries don't even speak English. Some, the ones who speak English, some of their artists, I hate to say, is way better than the artists we have out here. And I want to bring them to the forefront and show that look, this is what hip hop is. This is talent. Talent, man. We need wordplay, rhyming, creating songs. I don't know where all this, sexual intent came from. Yeah, we had sexual songs back in the day, but nothing like this. It's like nasty songs. Nasty songs. You got little young girls that should be getting ready for war. They should be running around learning how to do archery. You know, going to obstacle courses like like the white girls, the little white girls do. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for war, like being prepared instead of just sitting there twerking. Yeah, I mean, it's not. It might pay some people bills, but it's not really like. I don't think it's a good thing. I think that our women, especially minority women, need to get ready. Just as well as I looked at the video. Got these young white girls is climbing the mountains and, like I said, doing archery, and they out there with a gun range and staying in tents to learn the survival. There's a lot of things that's going to happen. Like I'm going to say, like, what do you call it? The blackout, for instance. What are y'all going to do? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no type of camping skills, you're going to die. You're going to die out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? You got, they say the solar flares are going to destroy our grid. Then they said China and Russia. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hack our grids. So our grids is like vulnerable right now. So sometimes it takes months to years to get them grids up. What are you going to do without the internet? You know what I'm saying? No phone, nothing. What are you going to do? You got to learn how to live. And then if you do have more than others, you got to prepare yourself. You have to learn how to use your gun, but use it in a way of protection, not to extort or hurt anybody. Learn. That's what you need to do. Learn. It's very sad the way the world's going right now, and everybody's focused on the buffoonery. Everything's on TV. Somebody's relationship. All of that. All that's not gonna It's not gonna help you when it really goes down. Maybe possibly nuclear war. Maybe another attack. As far as like the COVID, you know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. I think I got it.
All right.
I was just looking for certain information that was real deep, and it was going into, I call, like, the scientific evolution of hip hop.
Right.
So when we talk about hip hop, like, man, you was talking about, like, to me everything center around the DJ. Like, the DJ is everything to hip hop.
Right.
It's like when the turntable was invented, that was the starting of hip hop. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The things that the DJs did on those turntables was amazing, and then it led to the MCing. So
Absolutely.
I went back and I started to study the evolution of the turntable. Like,
Mm.
where did it come from? Who invented it? You know what I'm saying? Because whoever invented the turntable definitely gave a big contribution to hip hop, I say. You know what I'm saying? So it drew me back into time when the record player, the graphophone, and all that was being created, and the
Right.
people
Right.
that played the part in creating it. So this, and once I start breaking this down, it's gonna really open up people's eyes because we start to really see who controls the culture, who influenced the culture, and it probably opened up the eyes of certain people of this hip hop thing that we dealing with, um, to try to get back hold of it. You understand?
Absolutely.
So when we first start with the DJ, right? And
Absolutely.
everybody know the reason why they called it DJ or DJing, because the word DJ comes from the word disc jockey. And we know through the science of the record being the shape of a disc, being played on this
It's like this.
on this phonograph. Yeah, exactly. You understand? So when we dealing with the record player or the turntable, we're actually dealing with a machine, this scientific machine that's able to belt out sound, you know what I'm saying, and play sound back. So that's what the record player was. It was a creation to play sound back because they really didn't have nothing to play sound back on. There wasn't even no studios. You
Right,
understand? Like there wasn't even no studios you can go in like now where people can lay tracks down and put songs together. You
right.
understand?
Some
So
call it
somebody,
instrument, the
what you
turntable.
said?
Some
Yeah,
call it an instrument.
yeah. No, it is an instrument because it's a machine that plays back sound. You understand? And so since they didn't have no studios or nothing like that, they had to create something that they can record sound on, and so that it can play it back.
Right,
So before the turntable came into effect, there was something called the phono autograph. The phono autograph was created by this white dude. His name is Scott Martinville. Scott Martinville is the one that created the phono autograph. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of history of who he was and how that came about. So let me bring this up. See if it come up.
so, I hope y'all really learn
Give me 1 minute.
on old disc jockey thing.
Wait a minute,
I want him to let
because I want to bring this up.
DJ. I want him to let you know all the fundamentals. It takes a lot of research to get to understand it. A lot of you out here making money,
So let
and
me bring it up so I can see it.
you don't have no understanding of what you're making money off of.
So the first ever like type of turntable, they called it a phono autograph, right? And it was created by a dude named Edward Leon Martinville. It says that the autophonograph is the earliest known device for recording sound. Previously, tracing has been obtained of the sound producing vibratory motion of a tuning fork. So when we talk about a tuning fork, we're talking about sound and the vibration of sound. So this phono autograph was going to be able to play back sound, the vibration and frequency of sound. So we see that this creation that they called the autophonograph was a way of controlling sound. So from my perspective, when I talk about it, this machine was created by these Europeans to have control of sound and frequency and vibration. So when we look at hip hop and we talk about the vibration and frequency that hip hop is on and how it's on a more demonic um low vibratory frequency that taps into certain um vibratory energy that comes with humans to make them react at a certain way because it does affect the brain. um we can see right here when they created the first starting of creating the phono autograph was to control sound and vibratory frequency and waves. You understand? Because when they related to a tuning fork, if anybody knows what a tuning fork is, when you hit a tuning fork, it has a certain vibration and frequency that it gives off. And if you're on that frequency, you can feel some compatibility with the vibration and frequency of that tuning fork. You understand? So it says that the phono autograph is the early known device for recording sound. And when we talk about sound, which is real important, sound is dealing with physics. That's why I say the scientific evolution of hip hop, because we're dealing with sound and vibration and frequency, and all of that has to deal with physics. You understand? So sound in physics is a vibratorial or a vibration that propagates as an acoustic wave. When we talk about acoustic, we talk about sound, and sound can manifest in different waveforms. You understand? And it says through a transmission media such as gas, liquid, or solid. Also in human physiology and psychology, sound is the receptor of such waves, their perception by the brain. So these frequencies and vibrations in sound can affect our brain. So creating the phonoautograph, which was a machine to control sound and vibration and frequency and tone and energy and things of that nature, this is how they can weaponize, or how they started to weaponize um, sound against us. You understand? So when we talk about sound, it says the wave and the perception by the brain. So your brain can interpretate sound. It says only the acoustic wave that has frequency lying between about 20 hertz and 20 kHz, the auto frequency range added as an auditory perception in humans in the air at an atmosphere pressure. These represent sound waves with wavelengths of 17 meters to 1.7 centimeters. Sound waves above 20 kHz are known as ultrasounds and are not audible to humans. So you have certain sounds that humans can't hear, which they call ultrasound. And probably women are familiar with an ultrasound, because an ultrasound is something that they get when they have a baby. So when we talk about ultrasound, this is past what humans can hear. We know certain animals can hear on that sound and frequency and vibration. That's why you might hear a dog howling or barking. That's because that dog can hear certain vibratorial frequency that we can't hear. So dealing with certain life form or certain animals, they vibrate on a certain frequency and vibration. And that's why hip hop can be weaponized against us. But when it started out, that energy and that vibration, that frequency and tone was something positive. It was something good that resonated with the people. You understand? So these DJs, the people that were the DJs, they weren't just masters at playing records. They were the masters at sound and creating certain vibrations and frequencies and tones, and energy that can connect with the people. You understand? So when we're talking about sound, there's different types of sounds, and sounds can manifest itself in waves. You understand? But ultrasound is a higher form of sound. Then it also says sound waves below 20 hertz are known as infrasounds. Different animal species have varied hearing ranges. So infrasound is another type of sound. That's a that's a sound level that humans and certain animals can resonate with. You understand? So you have ultrasound and you have infrasound. And we know that sound is a vibration, frequency, and tone, and it can manifest in waves. And these waves can be receptive to the brain. So the science is sound, and when we deal with sound, we're dealing with physics, which is a science. So those people that was DJing, like I said, they weren't just masters of scratching the record and doing all type of tricks on the DJ equipment. They also were masters of what sound and frequency and tone to play with these records, so it can be a good receptive um thing to a human brain. You understand? And it can help the human body to evolve and grow. So hip hop is something that's deep, because it can be a science to help people evolve and grow during according to the vibration, frequency, and sound that the DJ is cutting on. You understand? And this is what the science of hip hop, or the science or the evolution of hip hop is about. So let me go back to talking about the phono autograph, which was the first turntable that was created. So it says the phonoautograph is the early known device for the recording of sound, and we know that sound is a science. So DJing is a science. You understand? And we just talked about the evolution of sound being ultrasound or infrasound, and how it can manifest in different wave patterns and tones and things of that nature. It says previously tracing has been obtained of the sound producing vibratorial motion of a tuning fork and other objects by physical contact with them, but not of an actual sound wave as they propagated through the air or other mediums. So when we're talking about sound, it can travel through air, water, gas, and these are all the things, if you look at, the human body is made of. So it goes deep. The scientific analogy of what sound is and how it hits the brain and how the brain reacts to it, you understand, is deep. Not just on that level, but also on the aspects of air, sound, and gas, which these elements also make up the human body, because we breathe air. Our body consists of certain gases, you understand, and most of our body is water. So this sound or this music that the DJs was dealing with was real important, and they were really in charge of something important, because they were the masters of altering and changing sound where it can be a positive frequency to the body, not just the brain, but on a gas level, air level, on an elemental level too, of gas, air, and water. So let's keep on going. It says, but not of an actual sound wave as they propagate through the air or other mediums, invented by a Frenchman, Edward Leon Scott de Martinville. So this was the guy that invented the phonoautograph, which started the first turntable to come into form of the phonograph, and then the turntable that we know of now. It said it was patterned on March the 25th, 1857. So to me, this is the peak of what hip hop can bounce off from. You know, once the phono autograph came into play and they realized that they can control sound, frequency, and tone with it, this is the starting for what DJ is going to become. You understand? But we have to still understand the people that created, who's in control of creating this machine that can alter and change sound. His name was Edward Leon Scott de Martinville. Um, he was a Frenchman. He was a Frenchman. He was French. Let me give you a little thing about him. It says Edward Leon Scott de Martinville was born the 25th of April, 1817. He died the 26th of April, 1879. He was a French printer, a bookseller, and an inventor. He invented the earliest known sound recording device, the phonoautograph, which was patterned in France on the 25th of March, 1857. Scott D. Martinville was of Scottish descent. His ancestors came from Scotland and moved to Brittany in the 17th century. As a printer by the trade, he was able to read accounts of latest scientific discoveries and became an inventor. Scott D. Martinville was interested in recording the sound of human speech. You hear that? He was interested in recording the sound of human speech. You understand? So that's even deep, because when we talk about the human speech, we talking about words. And when we talk about words, what we call it in hip hop, rapping. So rapping itself scientifically deals with different sounds, frequencies, and tones. Anybody that knows about rapping or call themselves a rapper or MC, a master of ceremony, they know when you rapping and you putting that energy in your rap, you got to deal with certain vibrations and tones of the way you say your rap or you say your rhyme, and that rhyme can resonate with whoever's listening or spectating. You understand? You kind of low. You kind of low. Um, it says, I'm gonna read that again. It says Scott D. Martinville was interested in recording the sound of human speech in a way similar to that achieved by the then new technology of the photograph for light and images. He hoped for a form of stenography that could record the whole of conversations without any omission. His earliest interest was in an improved form of stenography, and he was the author of several papers on shorthand and a history of subjects in 1849. So his whole thing of creating a phonoautograph, he was trying to imitate the human speech, the vibration and frequency of human speech. You understand? And then he came up with the phonoautograph, which was a machine that can record sound and then play it back. Because remember, like I was telling you, Voltron, they didn't have no studios. You understand? So this phonoautograph was something that you can record on and then record on it, and then it'll play back what you recorded. So it was like the first the first mic, really. The mic and the phonoautograph is like put into one. Something that can play back sound and something that you can record sound on. So we can say that the evolution of hip hop, the DJ and the mic started at the same time because the first turntable, the phonoautograph, was something that you can record on and then it can play back what you recorded. And this was the reason why they had, before they even had the record, it was this crank that you had to crank it so it can play back, the voice or the whatever you recorded. But what's deep is he wanted to study the speech of human beings. And we know, like I said, that deals with different sounds and tones and frequencies, even when it comes to rapping. So it's a lot in common with the DJing and rapping. What you say?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
So being he's French, right?
Yeah.
He's speaking his own language
Um,
instead of
I
English.
don't know. Yeah, I guess he was speaking English. They don't say if he was speaking English or if he was speaking his own language, French. But he was deep into tones of the human speech. So no matter what language he spoke, he was interested in that sound and the different vibrations and frequencies of speech, which
Right.
we know today as spoken word or what we call rapping now in hip hop. You understand? So we can see by studying the science of sound, because sound is a science. It's dealing
Right.
with the physics of how sound move in the different mediums that sound move through, which
Like
is air, water,
mm-hmm.
and gas. And
Singing
like
like
we said, those,
vibration, low vibration,
yeah,
like singing. He like
yeah,
the
the voice box.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because where we get our speech from is coming from the voice box that vibrates the vocal cord. And we
Right.
know right here in metaphysics, if you study the metaphysical science, the throat chakra is the thyroid gland. Is where the thyroid gland is at. And
Mm,
that deals with and that connects with certain hormonal glands in the body, you understand, that deals with matter of fact, this is deep. This can go deep, you understand?
right.
I'm gonna let me give y'all something because when you talk about speech in the voice box, And that gland that we call um, the thyroid gland deals with a lot of things. So let me pull this up.
So now he's going to the chakras.
Yeah, the chakras.
Man.
You understand? You understand? So that's that thyroid gland, which we call the voice box, where the words or speech come from out of, that gives certain vibration frequencies and tones. Um, is the chakra, and that's the chakra, the throat chakra. You understand?
Right.
So it says, wait up, let's get something that's deep. So when we're dealing with the thyroid gland, it says the thyroid gland is an endocrine gland in the vertebrae. So we know the vertebrae is the spine,
Right.
right? In humans, it is in the neck. So it's in the neck, right? That's the thyroid gland in the neck, which is a chakra, like you said, right? And it consists of two connected lobes. The lower the lower two-thirds of the lobe are connected by a thin band of tissue called the isthmus. The thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped gland located in the neck below the Adam's apple.
Mm,
Microscopically, the functional unit of the thyroid gland is a spherical thyroid follicle lined with the follicular cellular and occasional what's that um, follicular cells that surround a lumen containing what's that colloid. The
mm,
thyroid gland secretes three hormones. The two thyroid hormones is triiodothyronine T2 and thyroxine. So those are the two hormones that the throat gland deals with.
right.
Um, it also says the two thyroid hormones, tr- triiodothyronine and thyroxine, and a peptide hormone called calcitonin. The
Mm,
thyroid hormone influences the metabolism rate, protein synthesis, and growth and development in children. So that's why a lot of our women suffer from thyroid problems. And
mm,
when they suffer from thyroid problems, it's a lot of imbalancement, um, a lot of skinny. A lot of them are, well, if they have an over hyperactive thyroid, I think they get huge and obese. A under driven thyroid gland, they get skinny. You understand? So because it deals with the metabolism of how your body breaks down food and things of that nature, and when that's dysfunctional, um, these things can happen. But getting back, not to get off topic, it deals with the throat, which is the voice box, which deals with sound, vibration, frequency, and tone. You
right.
understand? And we know when we're rapping or when we MCing, all that's important, the way you articulate your rhyme. You know, like Busta Rhyme. Busta Rhyme is a master at articulating different sounds and tones when he's rapping. That's
Right.
what makes him such a great performer and a great MC. You understand? And the way he projects his voice, that row, row, all that ties in with sound. So to go back, the science of what we'll call hip hop is based on sound, which is the science of physics of how sound can be shaped and morphed into different vibration frequencies and tones by using the DJ equipment, by using the microphone, and by using the voice box. You understand? And when you know these sciences of sound, acoustic sound, then you can become a master at DJing or MCing. You understand? But some people have to understand the science of sound in order to be a great rapper.
So this is used to control people too.
Yes, definitely can be used to control people. Definitely.
All right, you
So
don't have to get you don't have to get into no more. Fast forward, moving into the third topic.
yeah,
I want to talk about the subconscious minds that get out of animals to harness. the robots that they have,
Mm-hmm.
robots. They're
Yeah.
actually subconscious mind, even for human beings. So
Mm.
that's kind of deep. I don't know if you did research, but I know that
Yeah.
people kind of lived forever. Because
Uh-huh.
what's his name? Elon, was it Elon Musk?
Probably Elon Musk, because he studies science like that. He's into
Right,
that. He's the one that's behind this whole thing of transferring consciousness from one person to the next, or transferring it into a machine, or transferring it into an animal. These are the different scientific things that they're experimenting now, because they're understanding what consciousness is. They're understanding that people are their consciousness, and they
right,
know if they're able to extract that consciousness from out the brain, because when we're dealing with the brain is nothing but an electromagnetic capacitor that breaks down electromagnetic frequency and tone, just like we was just explaining with DJing and sound. You
right.
understand? The brain is a preceptor for that. You understand? So they understand that what the brain does is a tool for the mind, and the mind is consist of what we call ether, or what they call yeah, the best interpretation is what they call ether. And ether is a conscious gas.
Hmm.
Our mind, what the mind is made of, because the mind can manifest in certain waves and frequencies and tones too. You understand? Dealing with electromagnetic energy. But electromagnetic energy is created from ether. Ether is a conduit for electromagnetic energy, and ether is nothing but spirit, or what we call gas. But it's a conscious gas, and it's different levels of ether. You understand?
So can't
There's
that be released?
Say that again.
Can it be released? Like like say you're talking to your aunt and your uncle in a robot. You said it's
Yeah,
gas. So
yeah.
in the event of wherever they keep the gas in, I don't know. Like, is it a
No, I don't understand what you're saying. So when we're talking about ether, right? Um, Ether is made up of something what we call ions. These ions have exchange of electrons. Some have electrons, some don't have electrons. There's like a lower percentage of electrons. Electrons is what create electricity. Electricity is what create the electromagnetic frequency which the brain takes in, which manifests itself in certain waves and vibrations and tones and things of that nature. So,
mm,
like I said, the electromagnetic frequency, which is light energy that our brain breaks down, the um the ether is a conduit. So what they're doing is they whatever they transfer the consciousness in, the brain is what's able to hold that and release it. Because we release it and we hold it. So like we're thinking about something. That thinking is happening because neurotransmitters are being activated in our brain through electromagnetic energy, and then there's um, a wave compatibility of the electromagnetic function that's going on in the brain. That's how we release certain brain waves. That's how come if they have certain machines, they can see the brain waves coming out of a person's head, or they can read the brain waves, which this is a certain science that they're getting into now, where the police is able to read your brain waves and know what you're going to do before you do it. So if you're thinking about doing a crime, they can already arrest you before you even do it,
Minority Report?
because because they're studying the wave patterns of what you're releasing from your thoughts. But know that thought
How
and
does it work?
thinking,
How
huh?
does it work though? Like not to cut you off. You
No, go ahead.
you have a deceased uncle, aunt, grandmother. It's inside a
Uh-huh.
robot, this subconscious mind, and they talk
Yeah.
to you like, do they talk to you regular, like everything is okay? Like,
Yeah, no, it's going to talk to you and function just like a regular person, because if you understand human beings, the biological structure of how human beings are made, we're machines, but we're just like organic machines.
but will it like remember you? Like,
No, it's going to remember everything, because the subconscious, All right, you have different aspects of consciousness. You have the super consciousness, you have the unconsciousness, the subconscious, and then you have the conscious. The conscious is what you see. You understand what's going
Right.
on? You're aware of it. That's your conscious making you aware. That's your mind making you aware of what you see. That's the electromagnetic function that's going on in your brain, making you see what you see, right? And
Right.
then you have the subconscious. The subconscious is a storage or a memory bank of everything that you ever did, everything you ever thought, everything you ever said, everything you ever experienced is going to be stored inside the subconscious. So if I'm looking at you having an experience, me and you hanging out, partying or whatever, what's happening is my consciousness is recording it, and then it's going to be stored in my subconscious. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why they say a lot of trauma or good things are happening in your life is all stored in your subconscious mind, and all a person has to do is tap into that aspect of your brain, and they can see everything that you ever thought, everything you ever went through, and so forth. You understand? So after the subconscious, you got the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is that nothingness. When we talk about nothingness, nothingness is unconsciousness. That's the collective whole of where everything is at. You understand? So what we have is everything comes from out of darkness into light. So when we talk about nothingness, or we talk about chaos, or we talk about space or darkness, that's a pure form of ether. So everything starts from the darkness of the unconsciousness, and then they call the edge of chaos is where everything begins. So the edge of chaos, which is darkness, is where light starts to form and project images and
So,
memories and
so
things of that nature.
that aunt, that uncle that's in the robot.
Uh
Is,
huh.
oh my goodness, I died. I'm a robot. They
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah. I realize that. Yeah.
So
If
where
if the
how
good.
do they record in dreams? How do they do that through your subconscious mind?
Yeah, through your subconscious mind, because your dreams are in your subconscious mind.
And
When
then
you dream, you're dreaming in the subconscious.
so they're taking frequencies now from understanding
Yeah.
trying to give you commercial in your
On,
dream.
only thing that they're really doing is taking that vibratory frequency that's stored inside your subconscious, which are all your memories and stuff, and they're just taking that and they're transferring it into a robot, a cyborg, and they're putting it into an artificial AI resemblance of the human brain.
Mm.
And that AI brain is functioning just like a regular brain in a human's head.
So you're gonna
You
be
understand?
mom, your aunt, uncle, grandpa forever.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, you are your thoughts. In reality, you are consciousness. And there's different levels of consciousness, like I explained: consciousness, the subconscious, the unconscious, and the superconscious, which is beyond everything. Like if the universe, the superconscious is that part of you that can touch beyond the universe. You
Right.
understand? So all that is based on electromagnetic energy or electromagnetic functions that's in the brain. So if we can take that wave pattern or those vibrations out of the brain, the subconscious, and just transfer it into another body, then the person ain't going still going to feel the same, still going to think the same thing, still going to remember the same thing, because you are your thoughts. You are a mind. The mind is you. You
Right.
understand? So that's how that'll work with all the AI, robotic, cyborg stuff that's going on. They already know how to replicate the human brain. So all they have to do is transfer that energy from a regular human brain into that artificial brain, and it's going to function the same way. And the
There's,
person ain't going to even know.
there's a new movie called Andrew Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
is exactly how he as he played the movie as an android.
Yeah,
He was an android, didn't even know it. With emotions and feelings.
yeah,
The other guy, his partner, was just straight, no conscience, like you said, no
yeah.
feelings. Just
He
talking,
didn't have he
talking.
didn't have feelings. He didn't have the emotional feelings.
And he questioned Michael J. White, like, why do you care about these humans or
Yeah.
this and
Because see, that's what I was trying to explain to you. They can't replicate the soul. The soul is authentic. Only nature can create that, and that's authentic. They can try to replicate something similar, but these cyborgs and robots, they're just reenacting human emotion. They don't have a soul. They're just acting with how humans act, but they don't have a soul of feeling, of love, of they can react these things, but they don't have a soul to create those things. You
right.
understand? So human beings are authentic because we have a soul, something that's naturally created for us by the universe. That's natural. But what these cyborgs and these robots are doing, they're just imitating a program of human behavior. You understand? So they really don't have a feeling or caring of things of that nature. And
Even so, huh?
even if they do that, it's just a reenactment. They
Oh,
don't have a
you
soul.
talking about the AI or the robot with
I'm
the
talking about
subconscious mind?
I'm talking about the
Oh,
AI robots, the cyborg, all these things that they're trying to transfer human consciousness into so they can live forever. You understand? We automatically live forever because the mind is infinite and eternal and you can't destroy it. We ought to, you understand? But they want to live forever in the physical world so they can keep their control and dominance. This is what the powers that be, that's why they're studying this science, because they want to live forever here so they can keep their control and power on this physical realm, because they know when they die, they don't go to a higher plane of existence, or what religious people call heaven, because they don't have a soul to do that. So when we're dealing with melanated people who deal with light, who are light, because melanin is just a form of black light, condensed light. You understand? Which creates the soul. The melanin is what creates the soul inside of us. So because we have melanin, it creates a soul for us, and this is the reason why we have these feelings. And so when we pass away, we have a straight conduit to the higher realms of existence, or planes of existence, of what we call heaven, because we're non-ether. That's what you call non-ether beings that deal with the sun. They're six ether. Six ether beings don't have that conduit to connect with the sun to go to the higher planes of existence. So they know that their heaven is here on earth. And so they have to create cyborgs, robots, and deal with the science of AI so they can stay here, so they can control and dominate and create their heaven here on earth, because they know spiritually, as being six ether beings, they don't have a soul.
so what about the women that's trying to have babies from us melanated men?
That's another form of them living. That's another form of them living forever, of what we call interracial coming together. When they have a baby by us, they know that that baby is going to be melanated and it's going to have a soul because of the melanin on a higher vibratorial frequency.
Right.
So this is another way of interracial breeding,
So so
hybrid. Go
so the
ahead.
man is left out. So the
Huh?
woman can do it. The man is just basically for the man that's not melanated, because a woman can get it through pregnancy, a soul,
A woman
attain.
can a woman can get it through well, the man's sperm is light energy. That's something that's created in the base of your spine, and it runs down your spine, and then it shoots out from your
No, no,
testicles
I'm
to your
saying,
penis.
I'm saying an unmelanated man.
An unmelanated man.
He only
Well,
got one choice.
let's get a full understanding. When we talk about Caucasians, they're melanin recessive, so they have melanin, but they don't have it on extreme amount like we have it. because they don't connect with the sun. You understand? So they have melanin, and a white Caucasian man, his sperm might have melanin, but it's going to be recessive. So since it's recessive, that melanin is not on a high vibratory frequency as a black man. So when he impregnates his woman, both of them being melanin recessive, because melanin is also inside the ovulum of a woman's egg.
Right.
You understand? So when these two things meet, the sperm and the egg, with black people, because we're high melanated beings, it takes our sperm and the ovulum to the next level of vibratory frequency.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? When a white and a black gets together and a black man ejaculates into a Caucasian, he's helping with his melanin that comes from his sperm, he's helping advance her ovulum. So the child is going to come out melanated on another vibratory frequency than the Caucasian mother. So this is another way, like I said, for them to live forever. This is why they push what they push with interracial um, marriages and sex and things of that nature. They know that they're six ether and they're melanin recessive, and this environment that they're living in is detrimental to them. So they have to create certain things like interracial sex. They have to create AI with a transfer to fucking consciousness into another body. They have to really dabble deep into science to create certain tactics so they can live forever,
Right.
because they know that they're melanin recessive.
All right, we're
So
gonna
when they
tie
in
this
the
up. We're gonna tie this up. We're gonna get back at it. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all pulling up. You check this
did we
out.
get to did we get to the third topic?
Yeah, we talked about, Jake and Paul. Sorry,
Oh, with
Tyson
Tyson, yeah. All
fighting
right.
about
Mm,
the music,
yeah.
about the subconscious mind being harnessed to robots. Um,
Mm,
if you got questions, man, hit Sikkim directly. Let them know your
yeah,
face.
they can hit me on Facebook. Um, my Facebook is my government name, so you might have Rocky Lindsay on Facebook. Same thing on Instagram. Lindsay Rocky is backwards. Lindsay Rocky is Lindsay Rocky 709 at Gmail. So if you want to hit me and you got questions, and also sometimes I go live on my Facebook,
Check them out.
Instagram, and I'll be breaking down certain things when it comes to science, metaphysics, and religion, history, things of that nature. You
I learned
understand?
a lot today.
And even if you want to leave something here, leave it. I'll answer the question
You
depending
got
on to the
Cash App,
best of my ability.
you know,
All that's good.
App.
All that's love. Cash App. All that's love.
This is free information, though. You know,
Yeah.
if you love what we're saying, support.
If you want to show some love on a Cash App tip, that's good too. We ain't gonna turn down nothing.
Get subscribed, man.
Yeah,
Like,
press the
subscribe.
button. Support.
Before I frisbee my turntable at y'all, man. All right. Like and subscribe, though. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're going to get
Definitely.
off here, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, great convo today. Great convo. Well, we have
Definitely.
a special guest, but unfortunately, uh, next week,
Next time. Yeah, next time. You're gonna get somebody to come on here with us and vibe with us. I guess it just take time. That's it.
yeah, it's Saturday. Everybody partying, get money.
Yeah.
I said,
Friday and Saturday partying.
we're off to salute.
Peace.
Support Votronics.
Definitely.